Hello everybody, welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. Today we're going to go for a look at the comedy carpet. At the moment we're on the beach. I just wanted to show you this though first. I don't know whether you can hear the sea, but it sounds lovely. It's just lapping gently against the shore, which is a miracle after all the wind that we've had in the last week. It's absolutely blown a gale. But this is what I was looking at when I came down the steps in front of the comedy carpet. The water. Can you remember a few weeks ago when there were pictures all over Facebook of how clean it was? And just look how clean it is today, where it's against the steps in this big pool, because it's not being mixed up with the sand by the tide. So that's lovely North Pier. And just look at this lot, aren't they cute? I know people don't like seagulls, but I'm sorry, I do. And there's been a family stood here feeding them and they've gone. And they're all laid down now on the steps, enjoying the view. They're sweet. So these are the Spanish steps right at the bottom of the Tower Festival Headland, which is overlooked by the magnificent Blackpool Tower. There you have it. Oh, here we come, another seagull. And the big blades of grass as well. Now they must have been just about flat last week. It was so rough, so rough. And that's in July. So this is the climb from the beach up to the extent of headland that was reclaimed when the new sea defences were built. So all of this that you can see here is relatively new. So that's Central Pier, obviously, because you can see the big wheel. And you can see all the steps that come round here. And that's all the new seafront that was done as part of the huge capital job when this was built some years ago. So it goes just past North Pier to round about those gardens where the Metropole Hotel is, and it goes south past the end of the Sandcastle, where it joins up with the last phase of the sea defence works that were completed. So I thought we'd start our little look at the comedy carpet from down at floor level. So there it is. Can you see it? It's there. It's a very flat carpet. There's not much pile on it. It's actually a huge art installation on the seafront, and when you see it from up the tower, you can see that it's laid out in a sort of a T shape. So from these windows on the first floor of the tower here, you can go in there and you can walk around the corridors and inside the building without needing to pay. So you can actually go up there and look at the view. And then obviously if you've got the stomach for it, you can go to the top of the tower and look from right up there. I've not, so I won't be doing that. It is a good view from that first floor window though, just above the letters. So what's the comedy carpet? Well, here it is. It's a huge public art installation that's absolutely full of sayings and jokes. I'm the good time that was had by all. Can you hear me, mother? We were only talking about that the other day. Oh, I could crush a grape. Now, who was it that said that? It was a question on a quiz the other day. Steel pot on Crackerjack, was it? And then, of course, Rock on Tommy is Cannon and Ball. And there's all the oh, and here we are. I'm free. Of course, that was John Inman. And there's all the, hey, ain't it grand when you're daft? That ought to be my catchphrase, isn't it? Ain't it grand when you're daft? Fandabidozy. So they're all written one way and then another way, so you've got to kind of keep turning round as you're looking at it. So you could stand here ages just looking. Stan, you know Ollie, I was just thinking. Ollie, about what? Stan, nothing, I was just thinking. The difference between a violin and a viola is that a viola burns for longer, because obviously a viola's bigger. Oh, and here's another good one for me. Tragically, I was an only twin. They're quite funny actually. A lot of them are really funny, and they're all the most famous comedians and comics and broadcasters that you could think of. There's an article on the Live Blackpool website about Ministry of Silly Walks. That was John Cleese, wasn't it? Biggest Dickus. Now, if I remember rightly, what's so funny about Biggest Dickus? And if I remember rightly, that was off one of the old Carry On films. And you need to be a certain age to remember that. I seem to think it was something to do with the Romans. Yeah, anyway, going back to Live Blackpool, there's an article on the Live Blackpool website about the comedy carpet and how it was built. I believe it was designed by a company called Why Not Associates. Let's see if it's on here. Gordon Young, designed in collaboration with Why Not Associates. Commissioned by Blackpool Council. Unveiled on the 10th of October 2011 by Ken Dodd OBE. Funded by Sea Change and Cabe. So all these letters, would you believe, are individually cut from stone. Yes, that's right, it's not a big concrete conglomeration, it's stone, and that's obviously why it's worn so well, because next October it will be 10 years old. Coffin better together, coffin summit champion. Don't get that one. Don't get that one. They don't like it up you know. Can't remember that one either. I think some of them are way beyond my time, but there's a lot of them that I can remember from the glory days of comedy and variety. A lot of these big names also played in the Blackpool theatres, and then there's a list around the edge of the names that are included in it, so that's one of them, and then they carry on around the edge of the installation. And there's some of the names that are included in it. Fascinating. I've looked at it loads and loads of times, but every time you come back and look again, you see something else. There you go. What's the matter with you? I'm an idiot. What's your excuse? There's just so much to read and so much to take in. And here's a good one for all women that wear high heels. My feet are killing me. Every night I'm lying in bed, they get me round the throat like that and they try to strangle me. So that's the comedy carpet. Got some lovely seats around the edge as well, so you can just come in. It's a nice spot to just come and sit down and saunter and have an ice cream and just loiter and enjoy the nice weather. It's brightened up. It's still a bit dull, but it's actually quite warm today compared to what it has been in July. There you go. So that's today's video from the comedy carpet at Tower Festival Headland, Blackpool. Information about this glorious spot in the description below on the Live Blackpool website. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like the video. If you've got any questions, by all means pop them below in the comments and we'll do our best to answer anything that you want to know. Have a lovely day. You take care. Bye.